Today, we're going to dive deep into what is basically the digital brain of any modern company, its information systems. But, to really get why they're so absolutely crucial, let's just try a little thought experiment together. Now, seriously, try to picture this for a second. You're the boss, you're in charge, but you are flying completely and totally blind. There's no dashboard, no reports, nothing. What does that actually feel like on a day-to-day basis? Well, for starters, you have absolutely no idea what you sold yesterday, let alone last quarter. Are you growing? Are you shrinking? Are you about to have a massive breakthrough or a total breakdown? It's a complete mystery. And what about your customers? Who are the best ones? What do they actually love to buy from you? You can't reward their loyalty. You can't guess what they might want next because you basically have no idea who they even are. You know that big marketing campaign you just spent a ton of money on? You have no clue, not a single clue, if it brought in even one new customer. Every decision you make is just a total shot in the dark. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? Without information systems, you're not actually managing a business. You're just guessing. It's like you're running a casino where you're the only one placing the bets. And that is a surefire way to kill a company. Okay, so that sounds pretty awful, right? How do we fix all this chaos? Well, it all starts at the most fundamental level, building systems to automate the daily grind. We call these business applications, and they are the absolute workhorses. Think about a sales system that tracks every single customer order, a payroll system that makes sure everyone gets paid correctly and on time, or an inventory system that manages every last item in the warehouse. This is the engine room of the company. The goal here is really simple: efficiency. It's all about taking those repetitive, boring, error-prone tasks off of people's plates. This doesn't just save time and cut down on mistakes. It actually forces different departments, like sales and finance, to speak the same digital language, creating this one coordinated flow of information. But hey, running a business isn't just about being efficient. It's about making smart, strategic decisions. And that's where the next level of system comes in. We're talking about systems that don't just do things, they help you think. A decision support system, or DSS, is a whole different animal. It doesn't just report on what already happened, it helps you figure out what to do next. It is a tool for thinking, designed for those really tough calls that don't have a simple, clear-cut answer. The real power here, the secret sauce, is in what-if analysis. A DSS lets managers model different futures. They can ask, hey, what happens to our profits if we increase our marketing budget by 10%? Or, what's the impact if a new competitor just pops up in our market? It's literally like a flight simulator for business strategy. Now, a DSS helps with two different things: problem analysis and decision-making, and they are not the same thing. Problem analysis is all about figuring out why sales have dropped. Decision-making is about choosing how you're going to fix it. One's a diagnosis, the other is the treatment. A good DSS helps you do both, making sure your diagnosis and your treatment are based on hard data, not just a gut feeling. And you see this everywhere. When Amazon recommends a product it thinks you'll like, that's a DSS at work, predicting your behavior. When a bank system flags a transaction on your card as potential fraud, that's a DSS, making a super complex judgment call in milliseconds. So we've got systems for operations and systems for decisions. But what about the most valuable asset of all? I'm talking about the knowledge that's locked up inside your employees' heads. I mean, really think about that. When a star performer leaves, they take years of experience, all their insights, all their clever solutions. They take all of that with them. That knowledge just walks right out the door. So how do you stop that? Well, you build a company brain. A knowledge management system, or KMS, is designed to do just that, to capture that expertise from training documents, from past projects, from customer solutions, and make it available for everybody. The goal here is to make knowledge a reusable asset. That way, new employees get up to speed so much faster. Teams stop reinventing the wheel, and the entire organization's collective IQ just gets higher and higher over time. For our final category, we're going to take this idea of capturing knowledge and just put it on steroids. What if a system couldn't just store knowledge, but could actually use it to think, just like an expert? Yep, long before the current AI hype, companies were already building systems designed to reason just like a human specialist.
An expert system is programmed with the specific knowledge and all the if-then rules of a domain expert. So imagine a digital doctor diagnosing a disease based on symptoms, or a digital mechanic troubleshooting a really complex engine failure.
These systems are so powerful because they're always available, 24/7. They don't get tired, and they make consistent, logical decisions every single time. This protects a company from relying way too heavily on just one single human expert who might not always be around. So, let's bring it all together. We started with business applications, right? The foundation that runs the daily operations. Then, we added a layer of intelligence with decision support systems to help managers think strategically. We preserved all that wisdom with knowledge management systems, creating a company memory. And finally, we replicated top-tier talent with expert systems. Now, each of these systems is powerful on its own, but the real magic, the true business brain, happens when they all connect and start talking to each other. We're going to explore exactly how that works in our next explainer. Thanks for joining me.